Today I'm going to show you how to get every single sword in Citadelle Des Morts. So first off, you gotta get a basic stamp from a Knight Zombie. The CDs spawn in from round 10 onwards, every round until you have all 4 swords. From there, you're going to head to a certain Knight inside of the Knight room. It doesn't matter which one you want, but they do have stamps on their chest, or a raven on the shoulder in case of the Raven Sword, to designate which sword you have per Knight. Here's a little graphic of which is which, in case you're confused. This is from leaving from like the main room into here. On the left is the Stag, Raven, then Lion, then Fire, going clockwise. In order to do a certain sword, you have to have the correct sword from the correct Knight, and this room can be found on the right side of the castle. So as soon as you enter, if you just enter the door on the right, it'll be right there. Super simple, super easy. Let's get it going. First off, we'll start with the Dragon Sword, because that's probably the easiest one to do, and it's really nearby. You're just going to run into the main room of the castle, and you're going to place your sword in this little dragon altar looking thing. And from there, there's going to be 3 lit braziers, or whatever you want to call it, around the map. First one we'll do will be on the rampart. You'll want to grab the fire, and you're going to want to run back to that dragon where we put the sword in to begin with. Do note, you do take damage over time doing this, and for the further ones, you're actually going to want to melee a zombie. When you melee a zombie, it's actually going to heal you to full, and you'll be able to continue running, obviously. So whenever you get low, or a little bit concerned to low, just punch a zombie, and then continue running. The second and third one will be in spawn, and then right beside spawn, as you see here. And after you do all 3 of those, you'll have the Fire Sword. Super simple, super straightforward, and we'll continue on to the Lightning Sword. So for the Lightning Sword, you need 3 lightning rods. The first one will be beside Speed Cola. There's kind of a electrical box by the staircase. You're going to want to hit that with either a weapon that has dead wire, or you're going to want to hit it with a shock charge if you want to save that 500 salvage. The second one will just be sitting right beside Deadshot. It's super easy, you don't have to do anything special for that one. And the third one, I recommend only doing this after you grab the sword, because it won't show up otherwise, and going straight into the room that it's at. The room being the one with quick revive, and if you kill a couple zombies down there, one will drop the lightning rod. I only recommend doing it right away, because if you don't, sometimes you can walk past the room when you have the lightning sword, and then it spawns in, and then walk somewhere else on the map, and then either maybe a teammate kills and you don't know about it, or in my case that I've had a couple times where you had a nuke and then the zombie drops it in place, and I've had to look across the whole map for like 15 minutes, and it's just not a good time. So I recommend as soon as you pick up that lightning sword, you just go straight down into that quick revive room, and you get the lightning rod, because it makes life a lot easier. Once you have all 3, you're going to head up to the rampart, and on the right side there's like a vase looking thing where you put all 3 of the lightning rods. From there, a little storm's going to generate, and you're going to just keep killing zombies, and every once in a while your sword's actually going to become charged with electricity. When it does, you're going to want to hit the vase. From there, it'll charge one of the 3 lightning rods. You're going to want to do this 3 times. From there, you'll be able to enter your sword into the vase-looking thing, and you'll wait a couple seconds, and from there, you'll get the upgraded lightning sword. From here, we're going to go into the lion sword. This one's super simple and straightforward. So all you have to do is get the lion sword, and you're going to head to the right side of the town, and from there, you'll see that there is glowing parasites flying around. So all you have to do is kill a parasite with a sword, and your sword's going to actually start glowing, and you're going to walk through this door on the right side of the town that has this little lion icon, and you're going to hit it with the sword. From there should be a rune on the door that lights up, and you're going to continue killing parasites and then whacking the door 3 more times until all 4 are lit up. From there, you can interact with the door, and it'll actually let you inside, and from there, you're going to actually want to walk into the room and place your sword in the pedestal. From here, there's going to be glowing sigils that appear in the sky, and you're going to want to shoot the one that matches the top glowing one on the pedestal itself. So as you can see, when I interacted, the first one that lit up was the circle on the pedestal. I'll highlight it right here. And then from there, it's going to become my snowflake, and then the pointy triangle, and then the other circle looking there. In all the games I've played, they've always been the same, but do double check the pedestal every time you shoot one just to make sure. After this, you just got to interact with the sword, and it'll teleport you out of the building, and you'll have the lion sword. This is one of my favorite ones, just because when it's fully charged, you can hit zombies and actually recharge your armor, as well as when you use its special ability, which is pressing both triggers at the same time. It'll actually heal your health fully, as well as repair all your plates. So now we move on to the Raven Sword. This one's a little bit more convoluted, but we'll try to make it as simple as possible. So you're going to want to head into the alchemy room. This is the room between the stamina up and where you get the swords. There's going to be a bone on one of these tables that I'm looking at. It could be somewhere else, but these are the areas that I've seen so far. From here, you just got to head back to spawn, and underneath the tavern, there's going to be a little like circular thing on the wall. You're going to interact with that actually 3 times. Once to place the bone, once to place the sword, and another time to actually interact with the puzzle. And depending on what bone you place there is going to depend on what sigil you select. So in this case, I got a horn, which is actually significant for Ares. So I lined up the Ares logo as well as the fire logo, and then I hit confirm. I'll show all the different bones and different combinations up on the screen now. Huge shout out to Mr. Rothwaffles. Hope he doesn't mind me borrowing that from his video on the Raven Sword. So now, a portal on the ground in the room that we just did that in is going to spawn on the floor, and orbs are going to start shooting out of the little puzzle thing we just completed. They're going to follow you into wherever you go, so you're going to want to actually lure them into the portal by just kind of training them around or just standing on the other side of the portal. Once you get 3 of them into the portal, it's going to close, and it's actually going to move up into the area of the bar. From there, you're going to repeat the same steps in the bar as you did down below. You're going to get 3 orbs on the ground, and then it's going to close, and it's going to move one more time up to the top floor of the bar. Again, repeat the steps as before, and then from there, it's going to actually go back to the original part where the puzzle was. You're going to interact with the sword, and it's going to go into the void, and it will return as the Raven Sword. And that's it. Hope you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below what your favorite sword is, and have a good rest of your day, guys. Peace.